thought you said boo.
That's what she meant.
I thought there was a boo. I thought I had another cue.
No. That was like my rendition.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead.
Welcome back to the Sneaky League podcast. I am your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
The fourth.
Oh, what?
I'm your other host, Janelle.
I am Elaina. And I am Henny.
Our guest today. Thank you for coming.
Yes. It's been a minute.
So nice to have you.
It's been a minute.
On the show.
Oh my God. We're already starting off.
Oh, this is going to be a crazy one. Before we get started, as always, please don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms. YouTube, Sneaky Link Podcast. Audio platforms, Apple Podcasts and Spotify, Sneaky Link Pod.
Drop a rating. The ratings help. 5-star.
Tell them.
Please.
Oh, yeah.
Tell them.
Drop a rating and make sure it's 5 stars.
Yeah.
Subscribe, like, comment, all those good things.
Share.
And also subscribe to our Patreon.
And also
Do that.
to our Patreon.
Yes, you get episodes early. Before they hit the Gen Pop on YouTube. You get exclusive content from us, BTS, cute shoes things.
Extended interviews.
I'm gonna subscribe to the Patreon.
We're just getting it started. We're getting it on the ground. But but the last few episodes we have done on there, we have like an extra 30 minutes to an hour with some people.
The spicy stuff.
It is definitely
very
spicy.
Spicy stuff behind the scenes.
Especially with the DJ.
Yeah. We're possibly gonna sell Janelle socks on there.
Maybe. The fourth was talking about he might give y'all some shoes too, but I don't know. Rumor has it.
So you might want to go subscribe.
Yeah, it's all that is on the Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon. Yep, exactly. But let's kick things off, man. What do we have on today?
What are we wearing today, Henny? Start us off.
All right. I pulled out the sixes, man. I pulled out the sixes. I saw that, they're doing the sixes right now with the campaign and stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let me pull out one of the best sixes, in my opinion, that's came out over the last, probably decades. Shout out to Laylee May. Shout outs to LA. Shout outs to All Star.
Yes.
Really good shoe. I love this shoe.
Honestly, this is like perfect for the Jordan campaign because, like you said, Elaine, women, all-star, all of it, sixes.
And I feel like this is the most rare Elaine out of them all. Like, when I see people with the Laylees on, they usually don't have this one. Like, I know her first one is probably, holds the most value, but this, in my opinion, is her best one. And I think there's not as many units as this one compared to, the other releases as well. So, for me, this shoe is, probably one of the strongest women's shoes ever to come out from Jordan brand.
That's a big statement.
I love this shoe. So
I'll give it top 5. Yeah, honestly.
Also just some olive pants. He's kind of trying to match with me a little bit.
Yeah, we planned that.
I forgot. My bad. I forgot.
We planned that.
I have on.
You saw the mood board we sent. Right?
Sometimes I miss memos. They'll tell you that. They'll tell you that.
I almost wore olive pants, and I was like, I just wore olive pants. Let me not.
Yeah,
I was not gonna do that.
Little sweater, glasses. Nothing crazy. What about you, Mr. Number 4?
I have on the Home Run Vomeros. I've been wearing these a lot right now, as you can probably tell, because they're a little.
Those are cool.
I mean, they're all black. You can't really tell.
I run in these quite a bit. It's like these new synthetic shoes are so easy to clean. You just grab out do we have a sneaker cleaning sponsor?
We do not.
We do not. We kind of wipe, but
we should.
But we do not.
So Jason Mark should sponsor us.
They always want us to do stuff for free.
Yeah,
so.
if you ever want to clean them off, you can grab some Jason Mark, get your brush, and you can just apply it, and wow, it comes right off.
Gotta love it.
Invoice sent.
We do like Jason Mark, though. I think it's
We love Jason.
We love Jason Mark.
I genuinely always love Jason Mark.
Come on the pod, Jason Mark.
OG.
Yeah. I'm really sad that they closed the storefront down in Little Tokyo where you would drop off your shoes, get them washed. Yeah. I even love the fact that you could take your bottle, your cleaner in, and they had refillable thing in there.
For the planet.
Yeah, for the planet.
That.
Yeah, they had a refillable.
Sustainable.
And it's gone now. Bring it back.
sad.
They should do like a window. Maybe not a whole storefront, a drop-off window, like a dry cleaners, drop off your shoes.
I like that.
Yeah, make it
Or they could collaborate with like a store. They could like have like a thing.
Us.
Yeah.
True.
Can
Go with StockX, man.
No, with the podcast.
Okay, with us.
Squeaky Leak.
Squeaky Leak.
Squeaky
clean.
Right?
Squeaky Leak.
I feel like we're giving out too much.
Yeah.
We're sending the invoice.
You know what? Yes.
Squeaky Leak.
Squeaky Leak.
I'm not cleaning none of y'all niggas' shoes.
You know, we could probably do like a car wash, like but a shoe wash.
Oh my god!
Squeaky Leak and have people.
That's kind of cute.
I'm ready.
That's kind of cute.
I'm thinking tank top.
Yeah, Brendan's
could be
gonna be in
cute.
his shorts.
I'm not washing nothing though. We're gonna have some people on the ground doing it, but I'll be there.
But the
I'll be
appeal is
sure.
up.
I love that. You a hardworking man.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I'm not. I don't even clean my own shoes. Brenton does that for me. So like, you know,
I haven't cleaned my shoes in a while.
Yeah.
I need to though. That's because we need more Jason Mark.
Yeah.
That is
please and thank you. Squeaky clean on the way.
Let us finish
your chat on.
what you have on.
Yeah, Ameriplus Home Run, Friends and Family colorway.
Of
Really
course.
good.
I wear them a lot.
They're very comfortable to run in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I logged a lot of miles.
What are the pants?
This is from Noor and Norda. It's a collab between them, and this shirt is also Noor Baddest. This guy done a lot of design work. He was at Nike ACG for a while. He was at Easy after that. He's still based in Portland, and he just started his own brand like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, called Noor, and I'm a big fan. So
Okay.
yeah.
Nice. Perfect for the LA weather.
What
It's
you
a
got
beautiful
on?
day today. I'm wearing my Nike Riffs. They're just like a
You
little
went in there raw too. I know that's
I
right.
sure did because
I like
I
it.
feel like you can.
I'm well because the top. I don't want my socks to show,
Yeah.
and I'm like I have a pair of like literally just like toe socks, but I couldn't find them, and so it is what
This
it
is how it used to be back in the day, though. People used to wear them raw.
Yeah,
It didn't
I
get till
mean,
later, till when they started
when
putting
they
socks
actually
on.
made like socks from, and like they're. I mean, honestly, they're super
Is your big toe
right here.
just on that? Okay.
Yeah,
So it splits your
I
big
thought
toe
the
and
toe
your other
content was
toes.
behind the Patreon wall.
it is.
It is.
Okay, let's just,
It is.
Don't get too excited,
Don't.
guys.
You can't.
But
You can't see. You're in the shoes still.
super little
but-
comfy shoe. Levi's. I don't know what kind these are, and they're from the homeboy at Rose Bowl. He does.
Oh yeah.
He does
yeah,
these little
yeah.
embroideries.
Oh yeah, the Asian guy. He does really cool shit.
They're really like super baggy on me, but love
Very cool.
these. Just a little white tank top and my good old trusty Needles flannel. Had to bring it back for 2026.
I was about to say
Yeah.
this is the first time you've worn it.
Yeah, this is my go-to flannel. Like,
Yeah.
Didn't somebody said you wore it too much or something? Somebody said
Probably.
something.
And I don't
I'm
care.
surprised.
I don't care because it's great. It's my favorite. It's like honestly, you know how many flannels I have, and then once I got this one, I just quit wearing them. I was like, it's
Uniform.
It's 10
Does it all.
flannels in one. It does
Yeah.
it all. It's needles. It's great. You know, so whatever.
Can everyone keep track of how many times E wears this flannel this year, please? I would love a tally mark at the end of this year.
I would love a like Prize Picks sponsorship package around that, like over under on the number of times. We're getting
so
this
funny.
whole thing sponsored
Yeah.
on
How
around
many
$30
times do you
by the time
think-
I'm out of here?
Fuck yeah, that's
How
what we
many-
Over under on the number of times. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. How many times then do you think Elena's going to wear this flannel on the podcast
Plus
this
or
year?
minus 9.5.
Yeah.
I'm hammering the over,
What's the half?
just so there's no push.
I'm still trying to understand. So is that like a parlay?
It's not a parlay.
Oh, okay. I don't understand any of this. I just, when I hear parlay, I'm like, oh yeah,
We'll set up the
money.
meeting with the Prize Picks people.
Okay.
DraftKings.
Yeah,
Can they
yeah,
like
yeah.
give us the rundown?
I think so.
Okay. Because I don't understand.
What do you have on, Janelle?
I have on the Velvet Women's Air Max 90s. I feel like I've worn these before. What year is this?
Yeah, you do.
14, 15?
Wow, I didn't know they were
15.
already
Yeah.
11 years old.
God damn.
Wow.
Can I say something controversial?
Yes,
Sure.
of course, please.
I wore a pair of Air Max 90s to a college football game in the fall, and it was the first time I had worn a pair of Air Max 90s for probably 8 or 9 years, and I was like,
shit.
this shoe is not that comfortable. Am I
It's
right?
not.
Or am
You're
I
so
wrong?
right.
I mean,
It's like
oh
they
my
changed
God.
because I was
No,
like,
it's not
I
that
swear
cool.
there's no
They're
air in
cool.
here. I don't know.
But
Yeah.
like,
I think
They're
it's
not-
good.
they're not that
it's
cool.
not cushiony.
They're
Yeah.
it's like
other
not.
Air Maxes.
It's so funny because I swear at this time I was wearing 90s all the time, and same. Like I think I went to wear a pair and I was like, oh my god, like it was so stiff.
Yeah.
So stiff.
Let me tell you, I'm low-key a little traumatized by 90s because when I was in high school and cheered, I think 2012, 2011. Our coach made us cheer in all white Air Max 90s. Do you know how hard it is to do the splits?
Yeah, that's not smart.
On a 90 sole?
I would have rolled my ankle.
Like, you can't, you can hardly really point your toe, let alone hit it on the ground. Like,
so the actual chunkiness of the shoe is interfering with your ability to cheer.
It was.
Okay.
Yes.
I believe that because like,
it's not the best cheer shoe at all. I don't know why we even chose that.
That's
they're usually like softer, like easier to
and more flexible.
More flexible. Like that is
traumatized.
Yeah,
but I love these.
Yeah, those are.
I feel like the 90 like. It depending on the material, but like the bottom, like it just doesn't break in that sense.
No,
like other shoes that like wear down over time and soften up.
Pretty hard back here.
Okay, velvet 90s.
Where are these biker shorts from? I have no idea.
Those are Tony. See that?
She's like, here's my underwear.
Those are not biker shorts.
Those are draw. That is for Patreon. What did I tell you, bro?
These ones showing my ass. Okay, they can't see the back of it. It's fine. And then my shirt is from Mamadou's old brand, Sabon. It says Biggest Flirt.
I seen this and I thought it said Bridgerton.
Actually, I can see why you would think that.
I seen the B&G. I was like,
but go watch season 4, Bridgerton, though.
Oh,
really good. Real man urine.
Appointment viewing.
I've never watched it.
oh my goodness. Okay,
Let's
this is the part of the
catch up.
episode where we get into catch up for our guests that don't know.
For our guests that
don't know.
I don't know which one's the guest.
Yeah. They have both a lot to catch up on.
I mean, I haven't been here in so damn long. I feel like a damn guest. So.
Any cool, like, what have you been up to lately, Brendan? We haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, since Complex Con.
What have I been up to? I've been running around a bunch. I mean,
literally
this is that too. This is that part of the year where we do the All-Star thing and we do the Super Bowl thing, and I'm going to Japan in a couple weeks.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Honestly, just trying to get back to this diamond medallion, you know?
True.
Okay.
Nice.
Just trying to get my ass up out of economy.
I love it. Is your trip to Japan work or pleasure both?
It's pleasure. I'm running the Tokyo Marathon.
Nice. That's dope.
Oh my God, what day is it?
March 1.
Oh my God, I wish I could go and watch you.
I want to go.
I want to go at the end of March.
Patreon and people can follow along.
I love that. Like, no, I think the cool thing, I was just about to ask if you were going to be running any marathons soon, but like the Tokyo one is really cool. And I think it's funny because I've seen people, like, they're super strict. Like, they sweep people up at the end. If you're not at like a certain time, you're fast.
People.
Come on,
but
I'm
like,
not going to be at the end.
No, you're not. That's like, but I've seen people where they're like,
number one.
If there's like at a certain time and you're not making it, they're like, get off the course, get off the course. I was like, oh God. Like, you know, like out here, they're very like forgiving. Like people are running at 8 p.m. at night and everyone's like, what? Yeah. You did it. But Tokyo ain't like that. They're like, get off the court.
I thought we were going to do Hood to Coast, all of us. We're going to have a team.
I'm ready.
Okay, we're going to be in a van.
Yeah.
We're doing Hood to Coast.
Yeah, van too.
We're going to start training now.
Who the fuck is doing that?
We all are.
No.
We're all doing it. We're doing it.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, we're all in the
Y'all
same
got
van,
it.
by the way. Like, have us all together. It's our team. You know?
I'm ready. I've been looking for a Hood to Coast team.
Look, we could do it.
Lord, my knees.
We could do
What
it.
does this entail?
He gonna train me. I'm saying.
200 miles.
Oh,
Split
hell
up across
no.
12 people, so you only run about
Yeah, you don't run that
15
many
to 18
miles.
miles
Yeah.
total, and
Oh,
in 3
no.
different legs. So
Elaina, you could definitely do it.
Yeah.
She could do it too. She could do it.
I've never even done.
I think it depends.
It's like
how many
5
miles
miles
at a time?
or
Okay,
something. Or
it'd
maybe
be hard,
7.
but I could do it.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, what?
Come on,
It's gonna be a lot of
Janelle.
fun.
He
Come
said it'd be
on.
a lot of fun. I need to get back into the running thing. I actually ended up hurting my knee in London, and it just like it was kind of messed up for a month, and then I was just like,
This could be the official Portland trip. They haven't been to Portland yet.
we've never
Not
been to Portland.
Yeah.
Set it up.
Yeah,
You know?
never been to Portland. We need to go.
I saw Nico last night, and I told him, I was like, yeah, I've never been. He was like,
Everyone
what?
says
I'm
that.
like, yeah, I've never been to Portland.
Nico
From
Fern.
Jordan Bryn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Oregon guy.
Big Oregon guy.
Oregon guy.
Yeah.
That's big man on campus.
Yeah.
Shit.
Shout out to
Got
Nico.
that
That's not the little one. Shit. Not the one.
Do you know what shoes you're running in?
For the Tokyo Marathon, some Asics.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a couple different Asics models that are kind of their top of the line marathon.
Okay.
footwear,
Have
so.
you ran like a marathon in Asics before?
I've not.
Okay, because I see you do that. Is it the Addy Zero or?
I'm a big. I ran an Addy Zero. I get the names wrong.
Same. I know like
the first
part of the name.
Evo SL.
Yes.
I ran like the Boston Marathon and the Addy Zero Pro Evo
Jesus
1.
Yeah, okay.
Served me pretty well. So,
okay.
yeah.
I've seen a lot of people in those, and they say those ones are really good for running.
Yeah,
but I haven't ran in those.
Not those $1,000 ones, right?
Oh yeah, what were those ones?
That's like the Pharrell
That's
one.
the Pharrell.
Yeah.
Is that the same model?
The one I wore is like the $500 marathon.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, half of that.
He a real runner.
And a track star.
Okay, Henny, what have you been up to?
Man,
What's your excuse? Where have you been?
girl, trying to survive. The fuck? But no, I'm chilling, y'all. Trying in Portland, doing Portland things. SK, he's about to go to college.
Wow.
So I'm getting him.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What an accomplishment.
Honestly,
It is. I'm very proud. I can't believe I have a 17-year-old.
Are you sad?
Crazy.
Is it bittersweet?
A little, but Sean Kelly needs that exposure. He needs that social learning. Like me, I don't know. A lot of people don't know this, but I actually started college when I was 16 because I got my GED when I was 15.
Excuse us, Brainiac.
And so I started college very early. So like I started to have social life early. You know what I mean? So like SK is kind of the opposite of me.
Okay.
So it's time for him to kind of get out there and spread his wings.
Exciting.
Yeah. Is he trying to get out, like go out of state and stuff?
No, he's probably gonna go to Portland State first, and then
Nice.
if he does well there, like we could talk about maybe Oregon, but I want him to go to a school close first, just so he can kind of get the grasp of being in college and understanding what that means, and then if he decides he wants to then transfer, I think that's better. Like work on your prereqs, and then focus on your major, because I changed my major so many times when I was in college, and I didn't know what I really wanted to do until it was already over. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
I feel like a lot of people end up doing that, and especially like going straight to university ends up costing so much more, because those first 2 years you're just repeating high school. You're doing your general ed, like it's the same. You do those classes in a community school for the low, and then transfer out. That's what I did with UCLA.
Yeah.
It was like it was just better that way. And then I ended up, because I did my gen stuff, and then I kind of figured out in that point, like, oh, what I really wanted to study and master in and do that. So
it's the smartest thing. But yeah, just that, getting him prepared for college, just out here learning Portland still. So nothing crazy, guys. Y'all know I don't be sharing too much. But when it's something to share, I'll make sure to share with you guys.
Yes. Well, me and Janelle were out on La Brea this past weekend at the Union raffle, and that shit was insane.
I saw that.
That line was
Cool.
that
craziest.
looked crazy.
Like the line zigzagged. This was the craziest we've seen the line.
It's the longest it's ever been.
It's the longest
I've ever seen it.
Yeah, like it was bad. Like it was pretty crazy last year, right after All-Star
Yeah, but
weekend.
I don't think it looped the block the way it did this time.
Because they had it go down and then stop, and then it went down another way. And then it was funny.
Confusing.
I was so mad I forgot to clip in this one video of the street right behind Union, the neighborhood, where it gets crazy and everyone's lined up. There were people moving. There's a moving truck, and I was like, wow, to be moving in on Union raffle day.
Man. They had no idea.
They're going to be complaining over there.
Oh, for sure.
That neighborhood love to complain.
They were trying to go in and out the line, and the people
Was the line quite calm? Because when I was in San Francisco, I noticed that the lineups seemed to have less frantic energy than the ones I experienced in New York.
That's what the homie said when we were there the other day. They weren't talking to each other. It was quiet.
So the front of the line on La Brea, it was a little bit seemingly more hectic, especially the way security was set up. And it was funny because people were like, they're not in line, and security would kick them out.
Oh wow,
but you go,
on people.
and they definitely
they
were definitely telling
people.
And then you
as
get
they
around
should.
the corner.
Tattletale.
Keep snitching.
I love a snitch. I love a snitch.
Also, it's a raffle ticket.
It's a raffle ticket.
It's not even the shoot. You don't even know that you're getting a shoot.
And so, but once you got around the corner, it was very quiet. And then people, because we're walking the line and we're just trying to scale to see who should we interview, who looks like who's wearing unions. And people are like, the back of the line is that way. We're like,
when I tell
that's
you,
me in line.
Somebody said some shit to
That's me. I love to dictate
the microaggression
a line.
that we experienced was crazy.
It was weird. We're we're not trying to line up.
Yeah, we're like, chill out. He was like, oh, are you here for the raffle? the lines in the back.
We're like, we're interviewing people.
Now y'all should have stunned it on them and like, baby, we already got that link.
I was gonna say,
loser.
We want to put that out there.
Shout out Chris.
Especially during Black History
Month.
Month.
Family list.
Yeah.
No, not me.
But it was really cool. And you know what's so funny is I don't know if it was Sneaker News or somebody, I think after we posted that video, somebody tweeted that like the information how Chris had said that Union was doing the royal player to black and brown.
I didn't even see that.
I seen that tweet and like I was like, oh shit, I forgot to screenshot
I
it.
saw it before Chris said it. I do remember seeing it on Twitter one other time, but I like just grazed it, so I didn't even like really pay attention to it. But I didn't know that Union was doing their shoes through that
like program,
program in general. So I don't know what else is going to be funneled through all of that, but
we'll be in line.
But I'm not waiting in a 2-hour line though.
Yeah, a lot of people said they waited like 2 hours. That was pretty crazy. And then there was a few golden tickets. A few people got like instant wins.
Mm-hmm.
Good for them.
But yeah, it was a shit ton of people out there. That's for sure.
Well, it's an All-Star weekend now, or I guess past. Well, now it is. But by the time we're recording this, but by the time this comes out, it'll be past All-Star weekend.
Past All-Star.
And what a weekend it's been.
I'm tired.
What a time.
I'm tired.
Not to sound ungrateful.
No.
I'm energized by being here, of course.
Yeah.
He got in a fight.
What?
You got in a fight at All Star.
You guys.
Is that the narrative?
Rumor has it.
Okay.
Out there.
Yeah. We'll just stop it. We'll just put it right there, and then people can like spin their own narrative and try.
Yeah, we're gonna start
pull at
clipping
the
stuff.
thread.
Clip that in. You got in a fight at All-Star? We're gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
And start searching the
Who are
web
they
for
talking
it.
about?
Yeah, clickbait.
Yeah, for sure. I got in a fight.
Rumor has it.
What are your favorites? Or what are we trying to go for this weekend?
I mean, I'm not really trying to. When I'm in this mode, often I am like trying to work as hard as I can and get as much video as I can, rather than like pursue the shoes. But I do feel like Union Fragment Jordan 1 is like the big one.
The shoe,
that's the most exciting. And if you put, not that this is happening, but if you put me in a room and you were like, you can have one shoe that you can buy from this weekend, that's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one he fought for.
Which color? The red, the top three looking one, or the red blue, the royal, or the black and white?
I think the royal.
The royal.
I think it's not the black.
I think that's collectively
the black
one.
and white. I was like not that interested in, and then I kind of didn't even realize because. Like when Chris said the black and white is like that's Hiroshi's. They only put that in like 5 major cities. Blah, blah, blah. I didn't realize too, like with Hiroshi's Fragment 3, it was just black and white.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so what is this black and white thing?
Well, he did have a few Nike sportswear shoes that he did maybe 20 years ago that was like the Orca pack, and I don't think it was Fragment branded, but there was a Air Force One, a Dunk, and an Air Trainer one that were black and white, not in the same exact blocking, but if there was any connection you wanted to make, I think that would be it.
Like, I'm like, okay, I wonder what like the non-color part of this is.
And I actually have the black and white pair, and it used to belong to Dame Dash. If you remember,
really,
somebody
Shout
found
out to Dame Dash.
Dash's sneaker storage, and actually Trinidad was involved in it somehow.
This is Dame Dash.
That is so funny.
He is such an interesting person.
Selling all his shoes on online at the time,
and
I bought them, so I have Dame Dash's old.
Did you tell him?
Trainer ones. What did I tell Dame? I've never had the pleasure of speaking.
Oh.
I would love to talk to Dame Dash.
I don't know if he would
that.
like agree on principle with the idea of a man talking about another man's shoes or something like that.
Yeah, he would definitely be like, "That's weird." He would definitely have some energy.
That sounds
hope he
very
doesn't see this.
accurate.
He'd be like, "Aaliyah wouldn't approve."
Not Aaliyah.
No, he loves talking about Aaliyah still. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
It's like his favorite thing to talk about.
Absolutely.
Are you looking forward to anything, Hen, this weekend?
Man, if I'm being honest, like if I'm being all the way honest, like I've kind of skimmed through the list, but nothing has really just like stood out to me. Like honestly, like I'm not.
Nothing you're willing to stand in a line and fight people for?
No.
I will say
Like
those
all.
Laker 4s are really nice. Like those look really nice in person. Like,
I probably once I see stuff in person, I may like change my mind on some stuff, but as of right now, nothing has like really
I feel like
captivated me.
The All-Star drops were way better last year.
I felt like there was a lot more energy around it too. I felt like people were excited, like people were definitely wanting the galaxies. Those people were pressed over the galaxies.
I was pressed.
Those
the red pair.
There was so much good stuff. Like, and then the 85 highs had just dropped. They did a whole thing on those. Right. They had like the rare Air Force, the whole
rare Air collection.
The whole rare Air collection. It was like they had so much more energy and like heat last year.
Yeah.
And like there's good drops, but it just don't like. I feel like so much is focused on like the Salesman 6 specific. That it's like,
but I don't think it's like heavy enough to compete all-star weekend. Like I think there's other things too.
I especially want Henny's opinion on this, but Brendan, if you want to chime in too, how do you feel about these?
Whose opinion do you want more?
I want both of your guys's. I want to know how you guys feel about these bin 6s because we talked about it last week, and personally, I'm very unimpressed. But I mean, I know for them bringing back the bin after so long.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of energy around it. I know, like, Jordan Brand has, like, invested a lot into, like, I guess the rollout of how things are going to go.
She's in Portland. She knows.
Yeah, you know.
We won't say too much more than that.
Rumor has it. No, but I'm like this, if I'm being honest. Like, I know a lot of people are anticipating it, but, like, kind of like to E's point, like, I'm not, like, that captivated. Like, if they showed up at my doorstep, like, fuck yeah, like I'm aware of.
Are they even coming in small sizes?
Yeah, but like
brands are known to not.
Probably not. So
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
it didn't move me that much either.
Yeah.
Do we have a photo of it handy?
So
Jordan 6.
I said on our last episode that like they're way too close to the Salesman 6s. So like 2 all black 6s competing the same weekend doesn't make sense. On top of like the bins are so like Grail status, and this is not giving that.
I agree. There should be on here somewhere.
I do like the Salesman Jordan 6. Though.
I think those are better than the bins right now. Oh, right here. I just feel like when you think of bin and like the price point, exactly. It's an all black shoe. There's a touch of red, but I feel like it doesn't even give.
It's not bad.
I don't feel like it gives quality.
It's not bad.
Like the bin shoes would give like a high quality. Like this doesn't give that to me.
I gotta hold it in my hand.
I want to see like the difference in the leathers but it didn't feel like special to me.
Have y'all seen them in person this weekend at all? I know they're on
I haven't seen anything yet.
I think they were on display yesterday
at the Jumpman yesterday.
Yeah.
Not a bad shoe, but it doesn't move me.
I'm not like captivated by it.
Agreed. What else is there anything? Like way down. What else is releasing this week?
Well, I know Jordan Brand did their like media thing the other day, and they dropped like what was going to be releasing there, and they brought back the SB4s, the Navy ones again.
Everybody has those. Everybody that needs those has those by now.
Like,
if not, they can get them on StockX.
And now it doesn't feel any special.
This is my favorite release.
I saw that you have those. I would like to have those.
These are very good. I want these.
I love a 10 though.
These are the hydrangeas.
Yeah,
come on.
Hydrangeas.
Hey, what about this Victor Solomon All-Star pack? I think that stuff is really nice. I think the detailing on this foam posit, this is beautiful to me.
I'm not gonna lie. This is my first time seeing this.
So much stuff. There's so much stuff.
I actually did, like, now that I've seen this, so I was like, what is everyone talking about this Solomon foam posit?
Did you think it was like nice. Solomon?
No, but like I knew it was like the name. When I first heard it, I was like Solomon, but then like because
from the Bible.
Bible. No, because Shoe Palace had the event and like they had all the other like stuff with it, but I didn't realize like how these look better than them fucking bin 6s. I'll say that.
Yeah, like the details on these are
and there's just 1,000 pairs. Dropped on Shoe Palace Melrose on 2/13, 10 a.m. They had an event for it the night before. Yeah. So
good looking shoe.
Yeah.
Yes,
I feel like we're in a good foam posit moment right now.
I agree. This looks like better quality than that bin. I'm just saying.
No, yeah, they definitely.
I also feel like this is a very niche shoe though. I feel like not everyone can wear it.
I'm not.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
I'm not like a foam posit girly already, but I'm not mad at it. Like it's a pretty decent shoe. We can say that.
We'll let them have it.
Are these like the drops?
Yeah, so that's all like Jordan Brand's dropping, which is not.
The 4s are nice.
Salesman. Jordan
Just last year's were just a little bit better.
Last year's was way better. There was
but also
so much
to bring back
variety.
a shoe that you dropped last
14s,
year too.
That's a good shoe.
I just got a pair of those at the employee store the other day. Randomly, they had them. I was like, I need them.
So cute.
We can skip all the Lucas.
We can skip that. How about, did you guys see the lines at Foot Locker?
Yeah.
That was actually.
Did you see the fight? There was one fight where the guy looked like, like when you get in a fight in a dream and it looks like slow-mo and like you're going like, they like kind of just punched him real slow and they just kind of like went off his face. And I'm like, what kind of fight is this?
Yeah.
It's not a good fight.
That's was like so one of the like part of the lines in the morning.
And this was at LA Live?
This was at LA Live.
That's crazy.
Insane. And then
I kind of wish I was there.
Just to be there.
Just to be in the
just to feel it.
Energy,
just to feel the community.
I feel like it's just such an important rite of passage. Like you gotta be.
Absolutely.
Be on the ground.
I'm a little surprised that people are that. I mean, I'm happy and I love the energy, but I'm a little surprised that people are that deep because I didn't feel like there was one shoe
exactly
drive that many people to spend that much time.
And let's be honest, like the Salesman 6, like they have units of it,
and
like,
they're everywhere.
Units,
not just Foot Locker.
Exactly. So that's like the crazy part. Somebody even said that because Foot Locker had announced the days and what shoes were releasing on those days. They had like a list that came out, so I know people were anticipating a lot. But I think somebody had mentioned that, like when we were out, that there was a shipment didn't even come in of some of the shoes.
They fell off the train?
Apparently. They said there might be people selling them in the streets. There might be a pallet missing or something. But yeah, they said there were some shoes that were not there on that first day and like shit was delayed. So
I was at the Grove store on Thursday, and there was a line for the Swarovski
the high tops.
No, the Jaws.
The Jaws.
Yeah, the Jaws are nice.
A lot of people
hitting right now.
A lot of people have mentioned those, like, and that they're pretty nice.
I really don't hear too much talk about them. At least maybe I'm just not paying attention. But I was kind of
I will say surprised. This is not a plug, but on StockX, we look at the data, and in terms of who sneakers are selling on a signature level, and Jaw is really up there.
Really?
No, Jaws are pretty popular.
Men like talk about how they really, and that Swarovski one too. Like a lot of people.
Jaw has one of the strongest like signature shoes at the moment for a basketball player.
Agreed.
And I hate the fact because like all the controversy Jaw has had to deal with over the last few years with like him just like throwing bombs in the crowd and doing that. But like I wish that Nike would take like that moment and turn it into something positive, because there's no one, in my opinion, leading from a signature aspect as like a star, if you may. And I know Ja has like real star power.
Yeah.
And I wish that they weren't so scared to like let him lead that, kind of like how AE is that for like, Adidas. Like everyone is real. You get what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes I think when we deal with things like from a public standpoint, when you mess up or whatever, they kind of like want you to be quiet for a little bit. Kind of like when Travis Scott with the whole Astro World thing. Remember how he went quiet for a little bit? And
he absolutely had to.
And then you, I get it. And then you
people died.
And then you reemerge. Yeah, but they treated Ja worse than that. And Ja didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that he shouldn't have you know what I'm saying?
But we've talked about this where it feels like some people will get a slap on the wrist and some people are like punished.
They're made an example of. And I think Ja sometimes like has kind of taken himself back because of that. He knows that like he's like public enemy number one sometimes. But I love how he takes a narrative and he's like, okay, y'all don't want me to do the gun, I'm throwing the bomb. That shit was funny as fuck. And that means he has personality and that means he connects with people.
Absolutely.
And then you're seeing that the shoe sells, so that means something, it makes sense. You know what I mean?
Appreciate authenticity at the end of the day.
Always.
Like being yourself. I mean, look at Cardi B, you know? Like she's always 1,000% herself. And people love her for that. No, I'm just saying, like, she's never shied away of being herself unapologetically, even if people don't like it. But there are masses who love it, and people want someone who's authentic. People want someone they can relate to. Like, I don't want to see a robot or somebody who's just the face of a brand, people pleasing everybody. Like, people want relatability at the end of the day. So, you know what I'm really excited for that I need to download on Fortnite is the Switchman.
You're on Fortnite?
I'm on Fortnite. I'm like,
where are we dropping?
What?
Where are we dropping?
Where are we dropping on the map?
Yeah, on the island. Where are we going?
I like on the
Wonky Land? Riptides?
I like the like to the side of the land. I like the mountain.
Running.
I always land on the mountain because I'm like, I know where all the chests are right there, and I'm like,
cool.
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, we could run a duo. I'm on there.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
I'm actually
on Patreon.
I'm not the very best.
What do you think, Henny?
Y'all could get some skins.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
That's why they have the swoosh man skin. That's why I'm like,
no, we need skins.
They're gonna make skins of us.
What? We're gonna have like our own personal skins. Us. Sneaky Link Podcast.
Yeah, the four of us.
The four of us.
Okay,
correct.
Yeah, I want the swoosh man one. I think this is so funny.
Or how about this? A swoosh woman.
That's what I said too. I was like, we need a swoosh woman.
Come on.
Make her like a little curvy. Like,
give her some boobs.
Give her some chest.
Yeah.
Bust down.
A middle part busted.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
That's the move?
I think that'd be cute.
That would be so funny.
Oh my god. Oh, also, Henny, we've been saving this for you too. Action Bronson's New Balance.
It's the first Action Bronson New Balance I don't like. I think everything that he's done is like A+, but that specific pair, it just doesn't do it for me. But like
neither of the two colorways.
Yeah, like
No,
I don't really like them like that. But like I absolutely adore Action Bronson. Please come on the podcast, drink natural wine with us.
I
love him so much.
Right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like them.
They didn't move. Like, they're not bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, compared to his other bodies of work. Like,
do you feel like it's the silhouette or do you feel like it's just...
For me, okay, so, like, I love the color. I think one thing New Balance is probably better at than any other brand is their color balance.
Yeah.
I think, like, the way they understand color, like, on, like, silhouettes is, like, unmatched. But also at the same time, like, that specific silhouette for me... I don't like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, now I think that's like looks good on a man, and I'm not saying that a woman couldn't pull it off, but certain like silhouettes sometimes scream masculinity or scream femininity, or then you have the perfect shoe sometimes that like balances for like men and women. But for me, that looks like a man shoe. Like that's a man.
That's how I felt about the Brick by Bricks. I felt it was very masculine. That's why I was like, and I seen women wear it and it's fine, but I'm like, for me, I'm like, no, it's a very masculine shoe, and I rarely feel like that. But that Brick by Brick was too mask for me. But I think I agree because I like the colorway.
Colorway's amazing. Colorway's
it's a New Balance 1890.
I think I had a pair of 1890s like 10 years ago. I need to go back and look.
I think is the shoe that
I had this shoe and it was just a regular not collab thing.
Yeah, did the shoe we just get that night? Was that an 1890? Because the bottom looks like this.
I think it is. Because
no,
I remember that
bubble bottom. No, it might be because I haven't even opened my box yet.
Mine's right over there.
Okay,
it's like
maybe.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it's having a moment.
They're trying to bring it back. I like the color a lot.
I like the color.
Really
I just don't like the silhouette.
Yeah. You
they already came out.
I'm like, did you run an Action Bronson shoes for a...
So the New York City Marathon in 2024, that was when he had a New Balance project around then, and he put together like a team.
Okay, I remember you doing that
for the marathon.
I love that.
24, very special opportunity.
Very, very cool. Okay, let's get into some... Do we have any other shoes we want to discuss?
Is there anything I've seen? Man, I wish I could talk about some stuff, but I can't. Because we're going to talk about it after this, but I saw some shit.
Just bleep it out.
It's too much editing.
We have just a few questions, but we don't have to go through everything. We want to keep it fun and the flow, and if you want to take the lead on anything, Brendan, go for it. You're the official member too. So, but first question I have on the list, Brendan, as the official fourth host, what are your current pod responsibilities?
Well, obviously, part of my responsibility here is this branded push. And I think you've seen that today. It's me trying to get as many deals on the table for us as possible.
I love that.
Agreed.
We have some.
Love that.
I think that we cooked up today that I'm very excited about.
Me too.
Here to bring a little bit more balance to the conversation. Just bring it back to the...
Some masculinity.
Yeah, exactly. Because the sneaker game is just like overwhelmed with women.
Yeah,
too many
it really is.
Just trying to balance it out.
Okay.
Extremely too catty.
That's a joke.
Yes.
He said FYI.
Just so we're clear.
And this is how the fight started at All-Star Weekend.
He got into a fight with us.
We ganged him.
I'm also the East Coast correspondent in the field in New York.
Yes.
That's important. We
gotta
cover both coasts.
Yes.
So I'm proud to contribute in those ways for sure.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate your
this
service.
pod wouldn't be anything without you.
Man,
the last 2.5 years.
I'm glad somebody said it.
I'm sad. Okay. Earlier you talked about like on StockX, like the numbers and how you could see like with Jaws shoe doing so well. I haven't seen StockX post Super Bowl how big Bad Bunny's shoe went up. Where do you think the most influential sneaker trends are coming from right now? Is it, collabs and designers? Is it the community? I mean, possibly social media, like even players, like from your perspective and like seeing those numbers, like what do you think the sneaker trends are right now?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I'll say that I'm super excited about being able to see the numbers, and it's like a big advantage we have at StockX, where I started last year, that we can like look at the data, and we're really proud to do that and have like this empirical approach about what's actually doing well, because I think sometimes in the sneaker world we are starved for that, and there are so few reliable sources about how popular a sneaker actually is. And we're one version of the market or one segment of the market, the secondary market, but we do believe in that data that we have. Yeah, I mean, it's always product first, and I think that things come and things go, and we're still in the collab heavy zone, right? Like that's still driving a lot of the energy. The Jaw thing is a big one. Bad Bunny is a big one. I'm trying to think like what a Nike Mind right now is a big one.
Yeah,
like,
the Nike Mind thing.
I think like this desire for newness. I mean, I've been talking about this for a while. Let me know if y'all disagree, but I just think that we're like a little bit out of being so retro obsessed. And I think that there's a little more appetite right now for new models.
Yeah.
And I think you see that in stuff like whether it's the Action Bronson New Balances we saw, or the Nike Mind or Jaws, where it's like we have a little bit more time for stuff like that, I think.
Yeah. I agree.
I think the new stuff is getting embraced more.
I think so. Like, even though, like, we look at Pharrell's Addy Star, even though that's, like, already a shoe and that he just, like, inflated, it was so different that people just loved it. It was, like, it's simple.
Yeah,
it's
new
like
to
one,
most people.
Yeah, new to most people in that sense. And just, like, the overinflation of it, it made it look, like, completely different. I think when we're looking at Bad Bunny's brand new shoe that just dropped, it sold out like instantly. And like, I think for a lot of people who weren't buying his collabs before, but seeing something entirely new, I think people are just hungry for something outside of a Jordan 1, a Jordan 4, a Dunk, like the similar silhouettes we keep seeing, like rinse and repeat, I think that I can agree with that. I think we all want something. We've talked about it, like collab fatigue, and I think it's really hard for some of these collaborators to come in and like, realistically, if we're just talking about like the main brands we always talk about with Nike and Jordan, like they're not getting new silhouettes. Yeah. They're getting the silhouette that's going to be running in 2 years. Yeah. They're getting the silhouette that they're given and not something brand new.
Yeah. Aside from Nigel with the
4RM, but that was that.
But
again,
it's
not his signature thing. It was,
that's true.
This was like the 4RM they were pushing out, and that he was a part of that, and it worked wonderfully. Like that's a great shoe.
But they did fuck up by not just giving him that.
They should have made
that. I would have liked to see that.
Made his signature.
I think so. I feel like the 4RM would have hit way better because like outside of his two shoes, like where else do you see
exactly?
Like no,
that's a good point.
Like no one was.
I mean, was wearing
4RMs, like the GRs.
Yeah, the GRs they sit like every time I'm in the employee store, there's like hella colorways of them, and like no one's buying them. They're just sitting there. Like the Trunners are doing better than like the
Trunners.
Hey, people have been fucking with them.
Yeah, like that.
There's a lot of Trunner love.
They're absolutely. And like from what I don't have a pair like a recent, but I've heard they're super comfy.
Honestly, I don't know if y'all like are aware of the Trunners that like came out with Jordan Brand like in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
But like I think they should explore that space. It's like a specific pair. It kind of reminds me of a Huarache. I can't remember the number of it, but like if they like went back into the space of that and like started to bring that into Jordan DNA, I think they would see more like traction, like people fucking with like different models outside of like, retros like from Jordan. But like I don't know. I think there's potential in that runner space, like for sure.
I think going back into the vault would be a nice refresh. To be honest,
like if we're talking about retro, sure, because we get the same retros all the time.
No, I'm talking about like other silhouettes that they have that are not.
Yeah, but like
2000s.
Yeah, but like retroing those. You get what I'm saying? Like retroing the old stuff. Yeah, that's
old
what I mean.
Shit. Because even when they brought back, like when Nike brought back, like I had on the Field Generals yesterday, Unions, and they were fucking amazing. And then the Astro Grabbers, like go back in the vault. Like I think that'd be very nice to see right now, especially since we're getting over this like retro phase and everything, you know, it'd be nice. And especially because like people aren't wearing those type of shoes like that anymore.
Yeah.
Everyone's going for like comfort.
Absolutely.
You know, and not like
comfort's a huge thing, right?
Yeah, because I mean, we talked about last week about like basketball shoes, how Nike basketball was taking the fuck over like 10-ish years ago, you know, and no one's wearing chunky shoes like that.
Yeah.
You know, and you mentioned it when we were for your Henny for your thoughts last week too.
We lost the
basketball shoes,
fashion forwardness of basketball shoes, because like
GT Future's kind of doing it right
now,
right? She mentioned
like the GT Futures are growing on me. Like when I first saw the GT Future, I was just like, okay, it just seems like y'all are just trying to do something like avant-garde or like whatever, just get our attention. But like when I like that specific pair that like I know when you were on the page earlier, like on the For You page, like that iridescent looking pair are fucking nuts. Like those are really good. But like I don't know, I would need to try that shoe on to see if I like looked good on me. But I don't even know if they come in small sizes. Like I haven't seen a woman with that shoe on. I've only seen men with that shoe. So like I said, I don't know what sizes they actually come in. But
I've also heard that it's not that comfortable.
It don't look comfortable, to be honest.
Which is crazy because isn't it supposed to be a performance basketball shoe?
It doesn't look comfortable.
Coming out might be a little more tuned in terms of the sole.
That's weird because you I guess want players to play in them. You know what I mean? So like, how are they supposed to play in them? And performance basketball is supposed to be all about comfort, because in my opinion, a lot of performance basketball shoes are fucking ugly. So it's like if they're gonna be ugly, at least like
make me jump higher.
Yeah, like I need to hoop. We need to win. Like come on now. But I just wish that we could get back to that. Because, like, when you think about, first of all, any Jordans that he ever played in, and then when we think about, like, Air Bacons, when we think about, like, pennies, when we think about, like, you know, CB94s, like, you really start to think about what basketball shoes looked like in that era. They were fucking fire. Like, they look good with anything on or off the court.
Wearing them now.
Yeah. So I wish we had a little bit more of that balance with, like, basketball silhouettes, you know what I mean? Because now it just seems just so performative, and I get it, but like that doesn't mean they don't have to look good. I think they're trying to do that with the D-Book, but like the D-Book to me just looks like a Tom Sachs shoe.
So but also he's also just using recycled fucking colorway.
Like he didn't need to put that spirit on color on that shoe. Like it did not make it better.
No,
I told you, I think D-Book, they need to trade Shea for D-Book. Like D-Book, I
like the Shea.
I need
Nike.
Because Shea, he's a winner.
He's killing it at Converse.
He's the winner.
I love his shoes.
I love him for that too. But let him have both. Let him. There's people who get to play in the space in all the spaces. Let him keep doing that. But let him come over to Nike and do some shit too, because he's. Their team is the one that's winning. You know what I mean?
I feel like his shoe is very fashion forward, and
I feel like the Shea is fashion forward.
Yeah, I love. Yeah, I feel like with that they figured it out on the Converse side. I feel like if you went to Nike, it would look some shit like this.
Yeah,
and I'm not about to wear that.
I think they're doing a good job with Shea.
Yeah.
I think they're doing a really good job.
Yeah,
no, they are. He dropped like a bunch of stuff this weekend for All-Star Weekend too, which was nice. I don't know by the time this episode comes out if I'll have that Luxe pair on me, but I want them. The brown chocolate mocha pair.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Those are nice. I love them.
Ooh, good conversation.
I do want to ask, you talked about your new move to StockX. What is your new title now?
I'm the Senior Director of Customer Community and Engagement.
Okay, Senior
Director. That's a lot of words.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, what does that entail?
Yes.
Yeah, it entails making sure we are tapped in with sneaker people around the globe, with hobbyists, people who are really passionate about sneakers, making sure we're listening to them, making sure we're talking to them and showing up where they are. Things like this are a part of that. And then also I make content at StockX, and that's a part of that too, of just like helping people experience sneaker culture through us, whether it's like you go onto our IG and it's not about just trying to buy something from us or trying to sell something with us. It's about like, you may not have been in LA for All-Star Weekend, but you got to experience some of it because we're here on the ground as a conduit kind of.
Nice.
I think that's like taking me into the next question. Like, how do you see platforms like StockX supporting community identity rather than just like the commerce aspect?
Yeah. I mean, I do think it's a really important thing because like, StockX sits in the middle of transactions and asks for the trust of the buyers and the sellers that we can verify those sneakers and that we deserve to be in that spot. But also I think that in doing that, we are asking for the trust in a more general sense that we are like a legitimate participator in the space, or participant rather in the space. And like, I think there are ways to do that, again, that are not purely transactional, or should not be transactional. It should be like, how can we bring people together? How can we promote conversations around sneakers? How can we help people get sneakers or understand them better and things like that? So like, that's something I really believe in. And in some ways, an extension of the work I used to do at Complex, just like trying to cultivate conversations around footwear.
Yeah. I think that's important, especially being in the reseller space, because I feel like when I was working at Mag and stuff, another resale shop here in LA, and when a lot of it was, when they started getting really oversaturated with everything, like, I feel like people were just popping up shops just to get quick buys out of people, you know, without creating some type of like community and safeness around that. I obviously appreciate the stores like Flight Club and Riff and obviously Syndicate, you know, because they've created a community around that.
And these are institutions at this point.
Yeah, exactly. That aren't just like, come here and like sell your shoes to us, you know, but like we actually like fuck with this community.
The people that come in here.
Yeah, and the people that come here. And I think that's really important, especially because I feel like this, you know, I say it all the time, like, you know, we come from this community, but because it's grown into this big industry, like that also gets overshadowed by a lot of things because it's all about money too at the end of the day.
It's weird because the community has tiers to it. Like you have a part of the community that's like, for instance, right now, All-Star Weekend, you have Discord showing up like crazy to these lines, right? And people say like sneakers are dead, you know, and I would love to know, like, I wish I could go in those lines and get data on like who's actually there to like buy shoes because they want them, and who's actually there to buy shoes because they're in a Discord and they're trying to make some money and whatever. And in LA, since like I feel like the Discord culture here is huge. Yeah, like really. I feel like Discord culture here may be bigger than what it is in New York because it's like
people who are getting together online.
Yeah, they have groups.
They have
so people pay monthly in these groups to stay like, because let's say for instance right now, like with that Foot Locker shit, the Discord might be so big they have a few front runners come out there already, hold spots in line. So when their people get there, they're already like ahead of all these other people and you're not gonna like approach them because it's almost like, you know, like you don't want to, you're a little intimidated because they're gonna fight you if you try to like take over their territory anyways. So then you have
the mafia.
You know what I'm saying? So you have Discords like that, and then you have like, you know, people who are just out there like us, like just wanting to like buy sneakers, and there's a mixture of all this shit, and it's so weird to me because when you look at just like resale culture and like how much it has went down for like people wanting to like make money off of it, I guess, because it's like overly saturated. It still hasn't stopped people from going outside and still trying to get their dollar because people are broke. The economy is fucked up.
Even if it's just a $30 up on a shoe.
Right. They be out there risking it all for $30. And I'm just like,
I feel like it's and I know what you mean sometimes if like the margins are small and you're like, how are you investing this much time? But I do think it's like, people enjoy this stuff and it is fun. And like, I have less.
There is a group of people in the community that are like that.
It's fun.
Yeah.
The rush. And it's the people who the last sneaker lineup.
I still believe that exists in this space. I just think it has, you know, minimized because of greed and capitalism. So, and that's why it's important that we have, you know, platforms like this where we're talking about sneakers who actually love them, people, you know, other people online that are doing the same thing, because there's a balance, right? Everything isn't just people trying to make money off of stuff. They really do want to engage in the culture and be a part of it. So I think it's really important that like companies like StockX or brands like Nike, you know, really do embrace like people who are trying to, you know, get that point across, because you're going to actually connect with the consumer and they're going to actually know what's going on, and they're not going to feel so intimidated when you're in a city like LA to show up somewhere to try to get something, and you're not going to be like, well, I'm not even going to go out there because it's already cooked. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people like that.
They're defeated already. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you don't want to feel defeated going somewhere.
Could you imagine as a woman just like wanting to pull up to a sneaker release and there's 50 crazy MFers all in a Discord rude as fuck pushing out Like, why, as a girl, why would I want to show up to that alone? Like, or even with
not
two
safe.
of my
It's very intimidating.
That's
it's very intimidating.
Very intimidating. And I think even to on the like, so the Union raffle. Remember on the side of the street, like on the the lines right here. This is the corner going in front of Union. This is what, First Street, I think. Yeah. Right here on the other side on the sidewalk is like 30 to 50 MFers just standing there staring at the line, waiting, lingering, chairs, like what? And I'm like, what's going on here? What are you guys doing over there?
No,
like,
it's intense.
It's insane. It's very insane. And it's those type of people right over there, like waiting, like plotting on people, just like trying to get back in line, trying to get more things. It's too much.
It's way too much. I mean, they were lined up like the day before at Union.
Yeah. They were like chairs.
The night before.
You put camp out chairs for a raffle.
I do too.
Camp out chairs
for the raffle.
Okay, yeah, for a raffle ticket.
For the raffle.
First come, first serve. I 1000%.
I get that.
I get that.
You know for sure that you're getting a shoe. Maybe then you invest 8 hours into it.
But see, the way the Discords are, they probably already had the information that like they were gonna have like golden ticket moments where you could actually get the shoe. Like some people were getting the shoe, you know. So when people start to think about that, they're like, okay, we need bodies because if we have people that are like out there, it's more of a chance for us to actually get a shoe already in hands. You know what I mean?
And keep in mind, there's thousands of people coming through at that point. That like there's people. Oh, I'm gonna go change my clothes. Come back in, get back in, change their outfit. Do you
just
want
throw a disguise on, maybe.
Here, Henny, put another pillow back here. I know it's so easy to get comfy.
I know it do.
I just want to make sure I'm speaking into the mic.
You definitely
don't like sitting there. Like, to be honest,
it's because this is my seat and it's like sunken in.
I do not. But yeah,
this is where I sit and play Fortnite.
So many different aspects of the community. So many different types of people that are in it. And I think a lot of even the like younger Gen Z people that like come into the space, they come in like with the intention of trying to make money. You know what I mean? Like, but they're through the midst of this, because I'm not gonna act like I've never resold sneakers because I have. Yeah. But like, does that mean I don't want the sneakers at the same time? Yeah. Of course I do. Yeah. So you have like a balance of like both, you know, because think about it, we've all resold sneakers. Like we're like, like we got an extra pair of this, don't need it, like little extra money, like what's wrong with that? You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And you have to understand the balance of like what like resale is compared to retail. But now I think things became so saturated, especially during like the pandemic, that everything is kind of running together now. And you see a lot of things sitting on like a platform like StockX for below retail. Right. And then like brands, they see that shit and that, you know, now they got to like figure some shit out because now this shit, their product is selling for under retail. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Also inflation too.
I was just about to say, inflation in this economy, shoes are going for $200 and $250 retail. So now people are like, well, fuck, no one wants to pay $300 resale for someone to make $50 extra on top of this for a shoe that's realistically worth $175.
I mean, and I think that that's one of the real things I believe in about StockX is that the platform is very good at determining the true value of that exists beyond the bounds of things like MSRP or minimum advertised pricing, where it's not how much the brand says the shoe it's worth, but it's how much the shoe is actually worth, which is to say how much the market is willing to pay.
Is pay for it, exactly. So which is important data.
I will say, like, StockX, whether people want to hate on StockX or not, like everybody, I don't care what you're doing. Oh, how much? What is the shoe going for? StockX. Look up the price.
At the very least, even if you're not going to use the platform to buy and sell,
at the very least, you're doing it.
You're using it as a reference. 100%.
Because like you said, low key do it on eBay. Like, what is this shoe going for? What's the average? StockX says there. Oh, this was the last one sold in this side. This is the market.
We really believe in that data.
It is live too.
It is live. It's like it's so good.
StockX numbers are not to cut you off, are usually the most accurate.
They are,
because think about it, like, because we're eBay girlies. We come from eBay. But if you're like going on eBay right now trying to buy new product, they usually charge like $100 more than what StockX has something going on, because the eBay sellers are like, since a lot of them are older too, they stick with like their prices. You know what I mean? Like they're not willing to go down or whatever because they already know the game on that side. And then if you go to Go, you know, Go is like similar like to StockX, but StockX usually always has the best price, one. And then two, it's like you're seeing that data in real fucking time.
She said it, not me.
You know what I'm saying? So, and also,
I feel like my bids always end up getting picked up on StockX. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Because there's more traffic.
I literally, like, I just got my sneaker of the year. I got the El Yunques. It was still kind of pricey, but like literally, I think the asking price was like $600 to $800 on that shoe. I looked at the last time it was sold back in November. It was like $400. I was like, bet I'm barely doing over that. Put in my bid 2 days later. Got it. I was like,
you see what I'm saying? And also,
yeah, literally my bid got taken.
No shade to the stores, but it's like, if I can get the same shoe on StockX for below retail, why am I walking in your establishment and buying this shoe?
Shipped too.
Like,
Shipped.
Let's come on. That's a real conversation.
Yeah, that's very true.
I fuck with StockX.
We appreciate it.
This is not a sponsored ad.
This is not.
This is not a sponsored ad.
I know the discord between the negatives about stock and the fakes and this and that and but at the end of the day, like we've talked about it, there's fakes always
everywhere,
literally everywhere.
Every store, every retail place,
Flight Club,
resale.
If you're at a resale store,
Everyone's
there's fakes
up.
that slip through them cracks, and them fakes have gone real fucking good.
Man, they be 101. Like you don't even know who got fakes now, depending, what it is and whatever. And it's like it's none of my business at the end of the day. But like, bruh, like this shit is cooked. Now that's what's cooked is like people out here buying that shit and then like acting like it's real. You know what I'm saying? That's delusion, bro.
Started.
Yeah.
So like since we're talking about, in-store online, the amazing things about StockX, for I guess a group question, kind of for you since you're working in that position, but like, is there something you would change about how sneaker culture connects online versus offline?
That's a really good question. I hope that people offline, I think that online has given us such a vast, like I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. The connections, but more like the ability to like mine information and like tell stories and like people who are really good at digging up facts about old sneakers and things like that. And like, I hope that exists offline as well, and I hope that when people are meeting up in person, they're still like talking about the history around these things because, and this is, I know sometimes these conversations are like, oh, the way people consume it online is worse or more culturally bankrupt than the way they consume them offline. But I do have to say that like online sneaker culture and discourse like has yielded, I think, so much of like the history around these things that would be otherwise forgotten, and I hope that still exists on the ground in places when we're at lineups or when we're in stores buying sneakers, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think people still talk about like history and like things of that nature when it like
I would hope so,
especially in person, like when you're in these lines or like whatever, like especially even with the union lines, someone might be like, this union, that union, you see the other unions that came out prior, over the years, like all type of shit. So if you're showing up in moments like that, I would hope that you have a little bit of knowledge and like actually want to spread it because that's how this shit moves.
Yeah, and I think that like the offline thing is more in danger than the online thing is.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
We're gonna feed that no matter what. But and I think the in-person thing has been resurgent in the past couple of years, and it's obvious that brands are investing. We're here at LA All-Star Weekend. There's
people are outside.
Pop-ups and activations.
Yeah. Sneakers are not dead.
Yeah.
Man.
I also think it's important to, as much as you consume online, to also do offline because it's also a thing where like when you're in school and stuff, like it's one thing to like, learn whatever is happening, but like you need to be able to like reiterate it so that it like you can understand it. And I feel like sometimes that might get lost too. Like you can read as much as you want about shoes, but if you're not having those conversations about it, it's not registering in your head either to even know some of the knowledge behind that. And I also feel like sometimes this generation doesn't even care
they don't.
to know about certain things. That's also why we see so much stuff like sitting all the time. Grail shit, like Wu-Tang's, Undefeateds, like not sitting, but like in a sense of like what they did when it came out in our time to how they're coming out now. Like a lot of things kids don't appreciate right now, but I feel like it's also because they don't take the time to really learn about these things. But then also like shoes are just different in general.
But they don't care. That's why you have to kind of meet them where they're at too, because they kind of need like whoever they're looking up to or whatever is relevant in their space to like have something, because that's the only time they're going to be interested. You know what I'm saying? Because we talk about this all the time. If a kid wants a shoe, it's because of instant gratification most of the time. It's not about like the history, you know, because they weren't around for most of this history that happened, especially with like Michael Jordan and stuff. Yeah. And when we grew up on Michael Jordan, so it's different. You know what I mean? We have a different passion. We have a different like view of what these shoes mean, you know? And that's why I was talking about the whole like signature athlete shit. It's like, you got to pour more into these athletes because these kids are watching them now. That's who they resonate with. And it's like, if you're not like leading with your talent in the way you're supposed to be, how do you expect the impact to, you know, scale? You know what I mean? So,
and like you brought up the books, which is, you know, you're saying all that, but it's crazy because the books are now, all their colorways are from past releases, you know, like give them something new so that those kids can have like a resignation with that and stuff, not always connected to like history all the time. You know, every colorway I feel like I've seen of these new books have been old. A reiteration of a different fucking shoe.
Yeah, I don't think it really represents him because
I don't think so either. I feel like they're just giving him, they're just saying, do this.
Because I think
he's just the face of it.
Devin has like a huge like crowd. He went to UK.
She loves the first name.
So yeah,
a government.
But
the government.
I do love a government.
Henny is gonna address you directly.
Yes,
address
but
the government.
I think he has like a big fan base, and I think they need to understand how to cater to his fan base. That's why I said like it wouldn't be bad if he went on over to Converse, because you could actually give them some stuff that actually I think represents him more in his consumer that actually pours into him, and it would work.
More than what's happening now.
At Nike, yes, I do. I can see that, just like I see it for Shea. I think Shea could live in all spaces, to be honest.
That's also true.
But not everybody gets that pleasure or has that access to do that, though. But I do think Shea has that just because he's younger. He likes, you know, he's into fashion.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He's a family man. Like, he's very marketable. So you know, he's
Canadian.
He's Canadian now. I have my own like theory on Canadian people, but like no shade to the Canadians. But I would like to see like this much more personality from him. But other than that, like I think he on paper is like a great like signature athlete, if that makes any sense. And he has the potential to do a lot.
Okay. I'm loving all the Henny insight today.
I know.
We've been missing this. I mean, both insight from both of our co-hosts.
Yeah. I had to outshine my fourth. I'm just playing.
Okay, well then to get back to Brendan then. Obviously.
Okay, my bad.
Obviously we know you majority from your time at Complex. How long were you there, and can you tell us your beginnings there, how you even got to work at that company?
Wait a minute, are you from Oregon?
Originally, yeah.
What part?
I'm from a little town called Astoria, which is on the coast.
Oh, you're from Astoria. Okay, got it.
Goonies and all that.
Okay.
Yep, Kindergarten Cop.
Nice.
Oh, really?
Nice.
I love Kindergarten Cop.
I could keep going.
I knew you were from Oregon, but I wasn't for sure if you were from Portland or not. So I was like, where are you from?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was at Complex for 10.5 years, and I was at Sneaker News right before that, and I made the move in, I want to say, it was 2014, and I had moved to New York out of college, like after my time at the University of Oregon. And I was working full-time for Sneaker News. And then Gerald Flores, I don't know if y'all know Gerald. He works at Foot Locker now, but he had hired me to work for Soul Collector, which was had been acquired by Complex. At that point.
Yep, I remember.
And so that was my entry point, and it was kind of this like.
You interning at first, or was it like you had an actual set job?
Yeah, I mean, I was freelancing for Sneaker News before I started working for them full time. But when I arrived at Complex, I was doing it full time.
Okay. What was your position then?
It's just like news writer or something like that. So just like banging out 1 million blog posts every day.
Okay. So this was before it was a lot of social visual.
Yeah, for sure.
What did you study in college that like kind of led to this, or was it something completely unrelated?
Yeah, it's pretty unrelated. I studied linguistics in college, and like that means a lot to me, and it informs the way I think. But I don't like use it in my work. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm sure it has helped a little bit.
I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm sure you didn't think that sneakers were going to take you
right.
to where you are today to have a career in this, which I think is also important because, I mean, like, we're all like the trailblazers in this space right now because it's never been done before, you know? So now we are creating spaces for the younger generation to like idolize these type of positions like that we're in. Just kind of crazy to think about.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So you've been doing the sneaker thing for a long time. Do you feel like there was ever like a worse sneaker era?
Well, I think for certain, in general, it's tough to say, but I think for certain lines, it's easy to say. Like SB Dunks, like in the mid 2010s, there just wasn't that much interest.
There wasn't.
No one cared.
I think Jordan Retros in the mid 2000s or mid to late 2000s were not that high quality. And you look back at the shape, and they weren't great. So I struggle to say like one era specifically that I dislike particularly, but when I think of certain shoes, I think you can see
that's fair.
the peaks and
It comes and it goes.
I
think certain brands have like bigger moments in certain moments, and then like we were talking about 2016. So like Adidas to me had a bigger moment in 2016 than Nike. You know what I mean? But then but then Nike hit us with Virgil the year after, and that like changed the trajectory of everything. You know what I'm saying? And now we're looking in a space where like it's kind of happening again. It's like Adidas was like killing it with like the AE. They were killing it with like, you know, the Pharrell shit. And then like, you know, they're having their moments. It's Samba too. Like the Samba alone.
You gotta mention Samba.
And Adidas knows how to play in the women's space a lot better than a lot of other brands because like you'll see like those ballet shoes and stuff, even in like
Gazelles, Sambas,
like doors like what's that shit called? Like Rack Room Shoes and like a WSS and stuff like that. They're giving them the options of the same things we're seeing in like higher tier stores, you know what I mean? So I think they understand their consumer and product a little bit better compared to like Nike at the moment, if that makes any sense. But from a women's perspective, you know what I mean? Puma too. Puma was killing it in like with all the like ballet shoes and like all that. So I think understanding the woman consumer is so important because women be shopping, you know what I mean?
We say this all the time.
They be shopping. So it's like you got to know how to cater to it. And we talked about this with Nike. It's like y'all waited a long time to get into this like ballet space. You know what I mean? Like it's like this has been a thing, you know? And I don't like to see one of my favorite brands chasing trends, but it's like you were supposed to be ahead of that because look at this. Y'all already had that to begin with. Y'all had that to begin with.
I'm barely seeing like riffs in stores out here now because they weren't. Like you literally like Europe, Japan was the only like over there was the only place you were seeing riffs like that. And now I'm like going to stores and I'm like, oh shit, they got the riff on the fucking shelf here?
They should have been doing that 2 years ago.
They should have been.
You know what I'm saying? So
I agree. Okay.
So this is not your first podcast you've ever done.
I have no idea how many podcasts.
Wow,
man, y'all understand? One moment for full size rhyme, everybody.
Wow,
you know? Just when I would be at work, seriously, I would be at work watching full size rhyme, and I would be like, man, this is so fucking cool. Like, I want to have something like this one day.
And just
like,
so funny.
I'm sure that's very kind of you to say.
Yeah.
No, honestly,
same. On my breaks.
Yeah, it was like such a good run of the show.
I think was it Wednesdays it dropped?
Was it like?
I think it was Wednesdays.
It was Thursday.
Thursday, dude. Every week. It was every week. Oh yeah, I was tuned in.
Warms my heart to hear.
Yeah,
very kind.
Yeah, I think like the way you guys did it too, like with the different personalities.
The balance was chemistry was.
And it was funny. It was, you know, you guys made sneakers fun.
It was so fun.
Skip and flip, like, you know, and it was so relatable at the same time.
Shout outs to that editor. That editor was like, he like always knew how to like insert stuff. Like when like Welty would get triggered and be like, trigger.
Oh my god.
And then like, and then putting that like Sherlock Holmes hat on him when they'd be like, have you ever resold sneakers? Like, it was so fucking good.
Matt Gian is his name. He
shout out.
Shout out,
dude! Seriously. Like that was. It was such a good. It wasn't corny. It wasn't cringe because you know sneakers sometimes kind of like treads on that shit where shit get real corny and cringe quickly.
Yeah, especially with an all male podcast.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all like had like perfect balance for the time.
Thank you.
Man, I missed that.
We only aspire.
It was literally.
Yeah.
What was it like when you guys, like, from taking that pod from Soul Collector to Complex, like, was there any like major differences or things like maybe Complex didn't want you guys to do, or they just kind of gave you guys like the go?
No, it was, I would say the bigger transition was like, and this is deep full size run lore, is that when we first started doing it, it was a Facebook Live show.
Yeah, okay.
really?
We were doing everything on Facebook Live, and we had a different co-host before Trinidad James, and it was just like there were a couple different transitions we made. One of them was like figuring out how to take it from Facebook Live to YouTube, and then the other one was like when our co-host left, figuring out how to replace him and who to bring in, and Trinidad was just obviously the guy, and you know, gave us so much, and the show wouldn't be nearly what it was without his presence on there. So those were the transitions, I think, that that really marked new eras in the show. Yeah,
Good times, man.
Never mind.
What?
I'll say it off screen.
What happened?
Okay.
Oh, what you gonna say?
It ain't even that crazy.
something controversial.
No.
We like controversy.
Oh, this is for Patreon.
Ooh. Rumor has it.
But when you guys were first starting the podcast, though, like, how was like the trend? Not the transition, but like the from conception to like when it actually like became a full like on production for you guys.
Yeah. And sorry, I have to clarify because sometimes people talk to me and I don't know if they mean because we did Full Size Run and then we did the Complex Sneakers podcast. Are you asking
Full size run?
Full size run.
We'll get into the Complex after.
Yeah. Sorry, and the question?
Oh, like when you guys first were thinking about even like starting
Full size run.
Yeah.
Full Size Run.
Yeah, I mean, it was like we knew we wanted to have like segments and specific topics and like fun ways to interact with the audience, you know, like the comment section of like reading back what people were saying, you know, whether they were good or bad, you know. That was like something we believed in. So just like having different ways to interact with people and like make it fun and break up the monotony of just like three men talking for
for 2 hours about shoes.
Because I will say, like, there are some podcasts with men, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's so monotone.
It's monotone.
So
it's boring.
There's no character. Or they're all just like arguing.
No, you're not boring.
You're very
You have
funny
humor.
monotone, but you are.
Yeah. You have a good balance.
You're funny as hell.
Thank you.
And you know what it is?
The cadence is right here. Yeah,
it's like so good. You know what video I always play in my head is when you were, where were we at?
Oh.
And you're behind the counter with that champagne guy. I was like, what?
I know exactly.
I don't think I know.
I want
Nobody would
that
know.
guy's job.
There was this gentleman. Yeah, it was like the Complex staff breakdown party post Complex Con, and there was this older gentleman who was pouring champagne for everyone, and I was just like hanging out with him.
True.
And like the videos progressively just got funnier, and you're just back.
And he's back there too.
Yeah, he had some stories.
Nice. At least he was interesting.
We could get him on the podcast.
We should. Where you at, man?
That was so funny. I was like, that's like, I think that humor that you have is like what I love so much.
I'm glad it's entertaining.
It is.
No, it's needed because sometimes, like, especially when, like, with this past Complex Con, when we did the Sneaker of the Year panel conversation, it's like you got somebody up there like Fat Joe that's like, yo, I don't like, and then like, and then here you are, and you're just like, yo, chill, bro. And it's like, you need that balance when you have like strong personalities because you got, sometimes it's a power struggle when you got a lot of like strong, loud voices. So like you really need that balance for conversation, and you're always like it's the lightheartedness insert for that.
It's like
that makes
because
sense.
at the end
You're
of the
serious,
day,
but like it's funny.
it's sneakers. This is fun. It's not that serious.
Should be fun.
You know what I mean? It's not serious enough for a 50-year-old grown man to call out another grown man and say, "Let's sneaker battle online." Like it's not that serious.
Or Lil Yachty and.
Or Little Yachty and Beamer.
I mean, Little Yachty was kind of entertaining though. We can say what he want, but that shit was a little entertaining.
Now,
I was like,
he was about
like coming
to fight
after him, his personality.
like,
that was extra.
Yeah, it was definitely a moment.
What did he say?
He got him in his feelings.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh,
I remember. Dang.
like girl.
What did you say too?
Something about like
Brendan was like, don't talk to my friend like that.
No, it was like, I don't know. Yachty said something about Beamer sucking dick.
He's like, hey, he doesn't suck dick or something like that or some shit.
That there's nothing wrong with sucking.
There's nothing wrong and sucking dick. Yeah.
And I believe that.
I remember catching that too. I was like,
this is for Patreon.
That shit was so.
I was trying to reel things back.
You were
it was
exactly.
important
It
to be like
was
this and this, but also I don't agree with that kind of language.
There is very
that shit was so bad. But I think it's that right there. Those personality moments that just like so good.
Yeah.
So
it's been a wild ride.
Can you talk about how we got from Full Size Run then to the Complex Sneakers podcast
with Joe LaPuma?
Yeah,
the president of sneakers.
Not plus
She calls him the president.
He is the president.
how did we? Yeah, I'm trying to remember. We started the podcast. I mean, it was just like this time of like podcasts are a thing, and everybody should have a podcast. And I feel like that was kind of what it was. And I was going to say we started it in the pandemic, but we actually started it right before the pandemic, the Complex Sneakers podcast. And we recorded a couple, and then the pandemic hit, and we were just making them at home. And like everybody was willing to get on Zoom and talk. And we had this like opportunity to record all this history of people who did all these different things in the industry. And yeah, we kept it going once we got back in the office and did many more of them. The beginnings are like not that interesting. It was just like,
well, then why did Full Size Run end?
Why did Full Size Run end? This is the $1 million question. This is a question people ask me a lot. I'm trying to think like what's like the best way to synthesize it, because I feel like also people thought when we ended it, people thought we were like misleading them or like lying to them about what happened, but like and they're like there is more. You can tell because I'm getting like a little bit cagey. Like there is more nuance to it than we like presented to the public, but it really was as simple as like we were over it, and like Trinidad had his reasons to not want to do it anymore. And once he decided, he was the first one. Once he decided that he wasn't going to do it anymore, I wasn't that interested in doing it anymore because we didn't want to make like. 2/3 size run. And like people online would be like, oh, they got canceled, or oh, they couldn't afford to do this or that. It was like, it was really, we pulled the plug on it. And like, I didn't, at least me personally, the other guys, Matt Welty and Trinidad James can speak on their perspective on it. But like, I just like also felt like we accomplished what we needed to accomplish. And like the thing has to end at some point. And if we found a natural end point in that like Trinidad was ready to not do it anymore, then I'm like, cool, I'm fine not doing it anymore. I could talk about this for a long time. And the other thing was like by that point we had the Complex Sneakers podcast.
Oh, that was already in motion before Full Size Run fully ended.
Exactly. So it was like I had, again, on a personal level, it was like I felt like I had the outlets that I needed if I wanted to like report a story or like talk about this. Like I had this other thing. So it was like, I don't need all this extra trouble.
Like two things to do this, the same thing.
And like all this like
extra
work.
Just to get together to record. And that's also a whole thing.
Did you say how many years Full Size Run was on?
I didn't, because I don't know.
That's why I wasn't sure.
It was at least like 3, I feel like.
It was more than that.
Or 4?
It definitely was more
it's
than
like,
that.
I want to say like 6.
Yeah,
Matt
it was
Welty
a good
is
amount.
good at like remembering those things. And like
Come on the pod.
He'll have a better memory of it than I do. But yeah, around 6. I think we stopped in 24.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
I didn't realize it went that long.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you guys to like, I mean, obviously, Soul Collector came along, like Complex Sneakers and all that. But like, how long were you guys like doing the Facebook Live thing before it like turned into something more?
Yeah, probably a good like 8 months or so.
Okay.
Yeah. And I wonder if those must exist online somewhere.
Yeah,
they're probably so bad, you know what I mean?
Somewhere.
But yeah.
Do you have like a favorite between the two, like you did? Like, is there one that you enjoy
like,
doing?
Do I like Full Size Run
like
more
over
than
Complex Sneakers? Like,
Answer that one too.
on the Patreon.
I'll answer it first. I like Full Size Run a lot better just because I thought it was a more engaging. I understand it was shorter, and I know y'all go into more depth on Complex Sneakers, so I understand like the differences and what they serve.
Yeah.
But for me, because I do like to be entertained,
I agree.
I definitely thought it was a much stronger thing, but I know it's a lot shorter and it was more of a show compared to like what you all did on Complex Sneakers. It felt more conversational based and it really went more into depth, so I can see like the differences, but I just wish it had the energy.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I'll say that during the end of it I enjoyed doing the podcast more because like it was more conversational. It felt less like work. It allowed us to go more in depth. And like one of the things that led to us ending Full Size Run was just like the huge hassle of having a celebrity, or maybe not a celebrity, but having a guest every week is, as y'all know, like hard work.
Okay.
It is. It is.
We have people who at Complex had a whole booking team, people who work to get talent.
I wish.
And and even with that, it's very hard, and they work very hard to get people every week. And it's
Henny's our booking team.
We
90% of the time.
Y'all know, like, it's such a small group of people who can like confidently talk about sneakers for that long.
Yes.
And people who you think are going to make people click on the thing
Right.
and keep your show going.
Right.
Yeah.
And so like one of the things I enjoyed about the podcast is we didn't have that pressure because early on in it, we did have guests almost every week, but then we saw that the
Balanced
episodes
it out.
without guests were doing better. And so we found a way to do it without guests and not rely on that.
Right.
And that took off all this pressure of like, oh my God, it's Monday morning and Cameron's on a flight to Colombia. And we don't have anybody in the next 12 hours.
Yeah.
And Trinidad is only in town for 2 days and he's got other stuff going on. So of course he's not going to take the time. You know, it's just like
it makes
all
it
this
really
like
hard.
tension
It does.
that didn't exist in the Complex sneak. And also, and this is no, you know, like, this is nothing against him, but like Trinidad is a guy who doesn't work full time for Complex.
Right,
like,
exactly.
So he's got other
Yeah.
things going on.
Yeah.
And, like, we totally understand when he would have like a gig to go to or
Right.
studio time to go to. Whereas like the podcast was a thing of like
You guys work
Joe
there.
LaPuma, Matt Welty, and myself were all longtime, full-time Complex employees where it's like, it's a top priority for us and we can always make the time for it versus Trinidad's in town for 48 hours. Guest
Right.
what are we going to do?
Right.
You know, so things like that, again, not that the final, I'm talking more about like the process than the final.
No,
Yeah,
because
no,
that's
we
literally
get
our
it.
process.
Yeah.
Like, we
Yeah.
especially
It's-
with Henny, like she's in town for the next week. We're like, how many?
We
Who's
need
in
to-
town right
yeah,
now?
we need to get
We gotta like
everyone.
capitalize while we can.
Within
Yeah.
a short amount of time.
We're not paying guests to be on these things.
Exactly.
No.
We ain't never paid a
We've
dime.
never paid a guest to be on
no.
things. So it's like people have to just be
Open
in town
to do it.
It's like we can't afford to fly anybody in. If we could,
Yeah.
we would, but absolutely.
but-
Like everyone that's been on here has came out of
On
good
their
faith
own.
and love and all of that.
support.
So,
And thank you
honestly,
everyone that's ever done
yes,
that.
thank you to you
All of our
like
guests.
making time for us this
Yeah.
weekend and everybody. You know, I know it's not easy.
Because a lot of times people be like, how'd they get this person? How'd they get that person?
Oh,
This,
we
this,
do
this,
it all
and
the
this.
time.
Yeah, and I'm
Especially
like,
being women,
don't
too,
worry
like-
about it.
But it's honestly really crazy because so many people are really willing to come on. They want to talk. About
Yeah.
it because they want.
The one that got me was P-Rod. He was like, I was waiting for you guys to ask.
He's like, I was about to
come on.
invite
And I was
myself.
like, what?
Yeah.
It was so funny because when I finally did ask him, I was
So
like, hey,
funny.
so like, I have a podcast. He's like, I know. I've been waiting
I'm
for you guys
aware.
to ask. I was
Hey,
like,
girl, I know what's going on.
He was
No,
right.
he was.
and he's the
so
nicest
was.
dude
Yo,
ever.
yes.
Like
Yeah.
P-Rod, and like
Yeah.
he just had some more shoes come out.
Yeah,
with
yeah, the red
P-Rod
ones.
one. I think
Yeah.
it was like a reddish color or something. So
I think it was a year.
Nigel was very willing to come on. It took him a second to get here, but like he
But
was
we
like,
were
"No, I
persistent.
fuck with y'all."
We
He did not bike over here.
sweating when
He
you
did
pulled
not. He did not. He did not. No, that's a baddie right there. He came in shining diamonds,
Listen.
like
Always looks
moisturized.
Yeah.
he always looks very good.
yeah, that's a baddie. That is a bad. He needs a baddie's chain. Like, he is. That's one of the baddest bitches that's ever sat on this couch.
I hope I'm in the running.
Brandon
up
is
there.
number 2.
I know.
You
It's
up
my
there.
ass on this
Fine.
couch.
Okay,
Number
okay.
two, I-
You the Caucasian baddie. We give you the Caucasian king.
My Fortnite
Like,
screen.
We
name.
have
Catch me on the island.
I fucking screaming. Caucasian.
That should be the name of the episode.
In February?
in February is insane.
That's really fucked up.
Black history.
Like, no, girl, I don't fucking think
history.
so. Never mind.
Too controversial.
Never mind.
Fucking
Never mind.
Thank you so much, Brendan, for coming on. We're about to take this over to Patreon real quick. So make sure you are subscribed to that. I believe the second tier is what gets you the exclusives. So make sure you subscribe to that because we have a lot more to talk about with Brendan.
Yes.
See you on
A
that
lot of
side.
juicy stuff. Yes.
Well, okay, I know we're wrapping it up randomly.
Yes.
We got a lot of stuff to do. It's a big weekend at All-Star, and we appreciate all of our guests for being here today.
You're welcome.
Right.
If you made it this far, as always, make sure you're subscribed to our Patreon. Make sure you're subscribed to YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok, on Twitter. Make sure you're listening to our audio platforms on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And do some shopping at StockX.
For sure.
Yeah, thank you.
I got to do some shopping at StockX for y'all. I already got you some shoes.
Thank you.
But it was your birthday. And I just got to spread the love. So we're gonna.
I've got nothing. And I want things.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't get no shoes.
I gave you a StockX site credit.
It expired.
That's on you.
I just used my gift card from the dinner, and I got the Stranger Things.
No, I need some shoes.
We'll figure it out.
So I was really excited about that.
I tried to use it, but they said my account was fraud, and that's not true.
Girl, we not getting into that.
Yeah, we don't have time to really dig into that.
We'll see you guys next. Oh wait. Let them know where they can.
Let them know where they can find you.
They can find me everywhere.
I love it. The world. At the world.
Find us at the Sneaky Leak Podcast.
There you go.
Find them on the Sneaky Leak Pod. And as always, thanks. Peace.
Bye.
Thanks, y'all.
No problem.
Questions for our guests.
Oh no.
Oh my god. This is hilarious.
What's next for you, Henny?
Man, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Y'all hiring?
Yes.
Who?
Y'all hiring?
She said you. Do you need an assistant?
I'm trying, man. I'm out here like I'm shooting my shot. That's one thing I can say. I'm out here shooting my shot every fucking day. Fuck with me. But yeah.
There's the pitch.
Yeah. You know, I got decks. If y'all need them, I can email them to y'all. I've been working on some shit, so let me know. Yeah.
Tell them.
Henny has amazing ideas.
She does.
She really does.
Thank you.
I love when we do things for the pod and we can get creative and we start just talking about things and things start flowing. We have so many good ideas. It's just we don't execution and money. I still want to do the one thing we talked about with the interview.
Yes, we really.
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
Can you tell? Or no, we'll talk.
We'll talk about it later. That's such a good idea.
Yeah, it sucks since I've had to move. You know what I mean? Because when I was here,
missed you.
Thank you. I mean, because even when we think about when we did the Grinch and then when we did the Powerpuff Girls, you know what I'm saying? I wish, because that shit takes time. You know what I mean? So it's and I'm only here for a certain amount of time every time I come. So it's we have to be able to plan that amongst recording with guests and doing events and stuff. So it's we got to do it when we can type shit. It doesn't always work, but I guess we could get better with time management. That's a goal.
Well, I think
this is the weekend that tests it.
Yeah.
And it's my post birthday. I'm 2 days past.
It's Valentine's Day.
I was hungover like an MF yesterday.
Dude, we ain't gonna talk about it.
But I think everyone's really been enjoying your Henny for the thoughts, though.
They definitely have.
Dude, so I told y'all, I went to a show the other night, which that guest will be coming on soon. And
Freddie Gibbs.
He's
coming.
Did I
just spoil it?
No.
No.
That's not the show I'm talking about, but he is coming. Freddie will be coming as well.
When Freddie comes on, am I getting bumped out of the top 5 baddies ranking?
We'll see after that.
We'll see how Frederick acts.
Okay.